Hey, little spoiler warning for you before we get started. Anything from the books we've already covered can and will be discussed. So that's anything for Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and also The Lost Hero. So that does include spoilers for the Sea of Monsters, so if you haven't done the pre-reading, be warned. Welcome back to Demigod Debut. I'm Mal, Zeus hater and longtime Percy Jackson fan.
And I'm Julie, Percy Jackson newbie and former member of the Clarice Hate Club.
Yes! We got her!
I no longer hate her.
Yes!
Like, she got me this one. This one and especially the last episode, the end part.
Yes, incredible. Incredible. And this is a podcast about finishing season 2 of Percy Jackson for the first time. What a ride this has been. And we are joined by one of our favorite guests, Bella.
Hello.
We haven't seen you in a while. What have been your thoughts on season 2?
Oh my god, what have been my thoughts on season 2? I love these children. They're characters. Like, they just get who these characters are. Tyson, no one talk to me. That little baby angel, sweet flower, honey. I love him. What else? All of the wedding dress shenanigans, both in the show and behind the scenes, sensational.
Incredible, yes.
I'm like blanking on everything I love from this season, but like Percabeth is Percabething at levels
So true.
unknown to mankind up until this point. I'm loving getting to see Percabeth not from the narration of a 12, 13-year-old boy. Sensational getting to just have like third party perspective and be like, so it was never casual. Get Chapel Roan in the booth. Never. Never casual.
No, because that's the thing. Because you can see Percy and he's just like, this is my good, close personal friend Annabeth. And watching from the outside, you're just like,
no,
bro.
I'd burn it all down. Sure, girl. It's not casual. Anyways,
I gotta be honest, I don't really know what to do with this one.
Yeah.
I feel like perhaps I should learn from my response to episode 5, because we like recorded this whole episode where I was like, I don't think I liked it. And then afterwards I like watched it again. I spent some time online and then I kind of like changed my opinion a little bit. So
yeah.
maybe that will happen here too, but I
think you can put an asterisk on this and be like, opinions subject to change because we're all human beings.
Mm-hmm.
When we learn new information, we can change our minds. PSA.
Because I'll just say it. I think this is my least favorite episode of the season. I feel like I'm left with way too many lingering questions, and so many things just like came out of left field. Like, I don't.
No, they definitely said we were renewed for season 3. Oh, we know we don't have to wrap everything up like in a bow, and so we're not gonna.
No, because my biggest question leaving episode 7 was, where the hell is Annabeth's hat?
No!
That was not answered.
No!
That was not answered!
No! Because, Mal, the way I literally texted Mal the second I watched episode 7 and was like, Mallory, where is Annabeth's hat? I did not see Percy as pregnant. And I'm so stressed about her hat, dude.
Where is the hat? Where is the hat?
Truly, I was more stressed out about the hat than Thalia, and I stand by that with my whole chest.
Well, yeah, because we know Thalia, and it feels interesting, and we'll talk about this later, like, you know, but we're like building up Thalia to be this like villain.
Yeah.
And then we're probably going to have the same time jump that the book has, and we're going to come in on this dynamic like 6 months later.
Yeah.
And they're going to be friends, and it's going to be kind of like, what?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they don't keep the like antagonists up, but it's going to be a hard pivot because like all of this season was like bang, boom, Thalia's coming. Like, whoa.
Yeah, like I feel like they're gonna have to give us more in the start of season 3.
Yeah.
To kind of develop that relationship, or they're gonna have to continue with this like, we don't know if we can trust Thalia.
Yeah, because like the seeds of doubt are very, very prevalent. And I'm wondering, like, remind me in the book, because it's been a minute. Apologies to the scholars. Like, what level does Percy know about Thalia throughout Sea of Monsters? Like, because to like in the book, I feel like it's very like she's just part of like camp's lore and Annabeth and Luke's lore more so than like
Yeah.
integral to this huge prophecy. It didn't feel as prevalent in the book, if I remember
It
correctly. Okay,
wasn't
yeah.
because it was never like the idea that Thalia could come back was never part of the equation.
Yeah.
In the first book, she was more a part of the lore of like Annabeth and Grover
Yeah.
and Luke. And then she also appeared in like one of Percy's dreams. And then Luke kind of brings her up and was like, if Thalia was here, she would be on my side. And we get a whole thing about like Annabeth telling Percy that he really reminds her of Thalia. And so she thinks like Thalia would be on their
Yeah.
side. And it's like Thalia is much more in the background, which makes her reveal in the end of the book such a like out of left field plot
Yeah.
twist because it was like I didn't even know that this was a possibility versus like in the show we've known since like episode 6.
No, it's a plot twist. Whereas, like, this was not at all a plot
Yeah,
twist, and it was just plot.
They were trying to do
It
it.
was just
Yeah.
like, hey, this is plot now.
we've known since the next week on in episode 6, right? That's the first time we got the like Annabeth being like, I think the fleece can bring Thalia back.
Yeah.
So we've known for a long
Yeah.
time that this
But
was
why does she
gonna
think
happen.
that? Like, where does that come from?
Well, because she had that like vision when the fleece
That's
was on
true.
her.
Mm.
And Annabeth Chase is right about everything all the time.
And
So
I'll die on that hill.
So episode 8.
Yeah.
So we start with a little bit more of our flashback of Thalia and Luke and Grover and Annabeth coming to camp.
Oh, I have thoughts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not yet. Later, I have thoughts.
Oh yeah, on the hmm.
Yeah.
So Thalia tells Luke to go and don't look back, and she kind
Yeah.
of tasks him with protecting Annabeth. And then she gives Luke a hug and no one else.
No, because what are we doing? You would hug baby Annabeth.
Yeah.
Did you see that beautiful, sweet little
Her
child?
little
No,
cheeks.
that little child is getting wrapped up in a hug. Are you kidding me? That sweet little angel baby.
Yeah. I'm like offended on Annabeth's behalf that Thalia did not hug her goodbye.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I will say, British Thalia, yeah. I'm thinking of a very not PG word, but like, yeah, she is that girl.
She is serving, and it's everything.
Yeah.
And also, you know, my initial reaction to this was, wow, it's so nice of the Furies to wait for her to say goodbye to her family before she leaves, which is like kind of the whole point that like they're not attacking because they're not attacking. But like, we'll get more into this because it happens so many times. But the way that like we are being chased by monsters and we always have to stop to have like an emotional conversation drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. And so I was like, this is another case of that. But it's not.
No, because it's like either we're trying not to die or we're having a conversation, but it cannot be both.
Then, speaking of weird emotional conversations at times that they're not appropriate to be having, we then are in the car with Sally, and Percy is thinking about what Annabeth told him about the prophecy, not the actual prophecy that Kronos told him part of last episode. Which, you know, I think tells us a couple things. Number one, he trusts Annabeth's take on the prophecy.
Yep.
And number two, he doesn't know if he can trust Kronos. Which, like, good call, you can't.
Mhm.
No, good, smart boy. Yep.
Then we almost hit Blackjack. And where is Clarice? We don't know. I do know, however, that Blackjack wants to put his hooves all over the hood of that Prius so bad.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. He's like, I've had a vision, and I just think this is my destiny.
It's to stand on that car.
The hood of the car. Yeah. No, that is his destiny.
It did crack me up when Percy was like, "It's okay, I know him."
It's so funny.
No, by the way, Sally Jackson being queen of yes and just going, okay, for sure. Yep. We're talking to horses, for sure.
And see, my big question is how long has he been able to do this? Like, is this a talent that he has just developed? Or has this been a thing that, like, did Sally know that either that this was an option, or has Sally known that, like, Percy can do this? What's the lore here?
I think Sally is just like, bro, whatever. Like, I genuinely think Sally Jackson just cannot be phased anymore, where she's like,
This
Sure.
might as well happen.
She's like, "My son can breathe in water. Sure, he can talk to horses as well. Why not? Throw it in. It's a package deal apparently. I got a 2 for 1." Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like she's unable to be phased, and maybe that's, like, a bad take, but I feel like she's really like, "Oh, okay, and this is a
Yeah,
new
yes
thing."
and.
Like, it's like Percy keeps coming out to her in a way, like, but instead of like, "Mom, I'm bi," it's like, "Well, mom, I can talk to horses." And she's like, "That's great, honey. I love you. Like, I accept you for who you are." Yeah.
Comparing talking to horses to coming out may be one of the most insane things you've ever said.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, he can't change it. It's a part of him. He didn't choose to be born this way, okay? But he can talk to the horses. It makes more sense as an analogy than you're giving it credit for.
Is he, able to
You
talk to
know,
horses?
who's to say?
Is he a friend of Blackjack?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
No, but it's just like that. And Sally Jackson is an ally, so she says
yes,
yes.
exactly. And she also is like, wow, you guys just have so much to carry. And they do. Someone let these children rest.
Yeah.
And then the way that Annabeth is like so adamant that like no, Thalia can help, like she's going to take that weight off of Percy. Like why does she want to take that weight and give it to Thalia as opposed to letting Percy keep it? Like why does she prefer that Thalia is the child of the prophecy? Cuz there's also the part of
Yeah.
me that wonders, and now I kind of think it's not the case, because it did seem like in the book Annabeth knew that the child of the prophecy was going to die, which is like ends up not totally being true. Like someone does die in relation to the prophecy, but it is sort of implied that like wow, I know spoilers. It is sort of implied that like the half-blood of the eldest gods is going to be the one that dies because of this prophecy. And so it's sort of implied that like Annabeth knew that the whole time that she like knew Percy.
Yeah.
So it feels like she doesn't know that in the show, because I don't think she would be
Mhm.
so gung ho about like, oh, well, like Thalia can handle the prophecy, because like I don't think she wants either of them to die, but I don't know. I'm just
I think in her mind, Thalia is like this invincible,
mhm.
unmatched demigod that has like and is like one of the most fearsome and like heroic people she's ever encountered in her whole life. And it's really, really easy to put someone like that on a pedestal when you just take into account everything about their situation of like the age gap,
And
like
when you
how
only
they
knew her,
met.
yeah, when you were 7.
Yeah, like only knew her when she was 7, like, because I remember being in, like, elementary school and thinking high schoolers were adults, and now I'm, like, like, a decade out of high school, and it's like, "Oh, you're 12. Like, you have no idea what's going on, you're 12, it's okay, I thought I knew everything too, rock on." But, like, you'll be my age one day and be like, "Oh, I was 12." So I think it's, like, that type of thing where, like, 7-year-old Annabeth is like, Thalia is an adult at 15 and, like, can handle anything, so she can handle this.
Yeah,
And it's just, like, women supporting women, so
so true.
sorry, Julie. Julie, I haven't shut up. How are you? What are your thoughts?
I honestly have no idea. The last like 15 minutes of the episode, like where did that come from? I'm like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've made some choices, and it's very very interesting. Yeah, and this is also the first time that Sally hears about the prophecy at all, because she's like, "There's a prophecy," and Grover goes, "Isn't there always?"
Yeah.
So true, King.
No, by the way, incredible improv line from Grover. That is sensational work of, like, how to protect a parent
Mhm.
101. Ah, there's always a
It's
prophecy.
fine. There's nothing different about this one. It's regular. It's cool. It's fine.
Literally, I was like, "Grover, go off." That was awesome. I would not be able to think that quick on my toes.
Yeah, I feel really stupid because in all the theorizing last week,
Mallory,
I'm sorry.
you are not stupid.
Like I just sat with the end of episode 7 and I was like, what are we doing with 8? Because I knew it was going to be totally different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No part of me thought that like Clarice was going to struggle to get the fleece to the tree.
Yeah.
I guess because in the book that's like not a thing. It just kind of
Yeah,
happens.
no, it's very, like, unceremonious. Like, it's like, Okay."
Yeah. Like it just kind of like we put the fleece on the tree. Okay, the tree starts healing.
Yeah.
Then everyone goes to bed and Thalia like shows up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not this big like explosive thing,
Yeah.
except it like kind of is this big explosive thing because of like the implications. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, oh, duh. It makes sense that like if Camp is about to be attacked, like yeah, she would have a hard time getting the fleece to the tree.
Yeah.
Duh.
No, 1000%, and I'm right there with you. I was like, "What do you mean?"
And so here comes our sort of inappropriately timed emotional conversation because everybody gets out of the car to go and help Clarice. Sally also is included in that, and Percy tells her he doesn't want her to come because he can't do the whole like Minotaur thing again where he has to see her in that much danger, which like I get, but it also like to me it feels out of character for Sally to just agree so quickly to leave. Like this does not feel like the Sally Jackson who would roll up to the Battle of Manhattan with a shotgun, you know?
T.
Mhm.
Okay, I really did love this scene because I was, like, too immersed in the emotion of it, but totally
Okay.
agree with you, Mal, thinking on it for, like, 2 seconds. What are we doing having emotional conversations when, like, we're in the middle of, like, "Oh my god, we gotta hurry, we have a battle." Pause. Feelings time.
Pause to talk to my mom about how I don't want her to be in danger.
Yeah. However, Walker Scobell really said, "I'm gonna punch my mom in the face with, like, my facial expressions alone," and it really was like a gut punch. His little broken face, I, like, teared
No,
up.
I know.
Like, I genuinely teared up. I was like, "This is just a boy asking his mom to, like, not be murdered," and, like, telling her to her face, like, "Hey, so I really crashed out the last time you almost died, and we can't have that." And, like,
We can't
I
do
know
that
I'm
again.
almost always dying on you, but, like, please, for the love of everything wonderful, like, you can't do this to me. And she took
Yeah.
it to heart. She said, "Okay, my baby, I will not." But I totally agree with you, Mal, like, thinking about it outside of, like, the emotions it made me feel, Sally Jackson would never.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
this is not the time.
Yeah, 1000%. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would have worked better for me if Sally recognized that, like, because obviously she cannot go and be a part of this battle. Like, if she recognized that, like, I'm not a part of this world, like, he has to go, and, like, maybe we have, like, she
Yeah.
has a hard time with that, but, like, she's the one who recognizes that, like, I'm not a part of this, and he has to.
Yeah.
I didn't love that it was on him when, like,
Yeah.
she's the mom,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know?
No, I'm with you. Cause it was, like, this very sweet scene, it was just so out of place. Like, it would have made
Yeah.
more
Right.
sense if on, like, the drive down, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna just, like, get out and you're gonna leave."
Yeah.
And then they can have, like, their moment of, like, "Mom, I cannot handle this." And I get that, like, having Tyson, Grover, and Annabeth in the car would have been, like, not ideal, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but also those are your besties.
True.
But, you know, now Sally gets to go back to her romantic Montauk vacation with Paul
No,
Blofeld,
and
so
which yeah, mama.
good for
Hell
her.
yeah.
Oh, also, he brings up the dream again. The one that she had with the coin with the
Oh, yeah.
trident and the
Yeah,
scythe, and
yeah!
he's like, "Oh, I think that might be me and Thalia." You're still wrong, King. It is still about you and Luke. Like
Which
it's
okay, and maybe I was overthinking it, but Sally cut Percy off. Was Percy about to say Luke, and then Sally cut him off to say Thalia?
I don't know because I feel like he's thinking Thalia at this point.
Interesting. I thought he was about to say Luke because the way
Mm.
it was played, Percy looks very like mid thought and like he was like legitimately cut off and like changes his thought when Sally said Thalia.
Oh, maybe. All right, I'm willing to go with you there.
But maybe I'm reading into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the dream is definitely about him and Luke, and
1000%.
I don't know if he recognizes that or not. But
Okay, yeah,
so then we have Tantalus overseeing the campers that are fixing the chariot arena. He sounds so much like John Mulaney here.
yeah. No, yeah.
Chris is here trying to convince Tantalus to defend camp, which, like, what game is he playing? Like, because obviously we know he's on Luke's side. He's one of the spies within camp at this point,
Yeah, I think
but,
he's trying to get people, like, to
like, riled
where
up.
yeah, like, cause distress, and then, like yeah, I don't know. Mal, I was with you. I don't really know.
Yeah, because he does seem pretty genuine in his desire to, like, get Tantalus to defend camp. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Chris, you're playing this role a little too well. What do you really.
Yeah, like, what are we
Mhm.
playing at? Was it meant to just be a distraction so that Tantalus could be blown up?
Maybe.
Like, was he in on it with the giant?
Ooh, could have been. I like that. I like that.
That would make sense.
I thought it was really funny that he manages, to pick up a turkey leg just before he dies, kind of the same as in the book when he manages to pick up a
Yeah.
burger just before he gets sent back to the underworld. Incredible.
No, heartbreaking for him, hilarious for us.
I have some questions about the prevalency of archery
Okay,
in this
girl,
season
talk to it.
because everyone's got a bow and arrow. And so, like, it makes sense for Allison to have a bow and arrow because she's a daughter of Apollo. But everyone
Yeah,
else we see with a bow and arrow is not. And I'm just like, why is that everybody's weapon of choice?
yeah,
Where are the guns?
for sure, Julie.
Why do they not have
No,
guns?
heard.
Right, because canonically there are celestial bronze
Yeah.
guns.
No, literally, where is the entirety of the Hephaestus cabin? What
Because
are we
Piper
doing?
is offered a celestial bronze gun in like 3 years from now. So
And it's like, listen, this is ancient Greek mythology. They don't make things in 3 years. It's been in existence
yeah.
for at least 3,000 years.
Yeah, because you can't tell me that we invented celestial bronze guns when
No.
Frederick Chase melted down some of Annabeth's weapons and made them into bullets. No, that technology has existed. I'm not giving Frederick Chase that much credit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Athena would never be outplayed by a
No,
man.
exactly. So where are the guns?
We're American, can you tell?
Yeah. They should be able to go to a Walmart and buy a celestial bronze gun
Yeah.
as the founding fathers intended.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm confused about Bronte being in charge of the archers. Why introduce her as a child of Athena when you could have introduced her as a
Yeah,
child of Apollo if you wanted her to
yeah.
have that role? I don't know.
No, I'm with you. It definitely, like it took me out of it a little bit sometimes because I was like when I think of, like, the battles in the books, it's like sword fighting, sword and spear fighting. Like, I'm thinking, like, sharp, stabby things
Yeah.
in hands. I'm not
Which
thinking
I
of,
mean, there's
like,
also some of
bow
that.
and
There's
arrow.
also some of that.
No, absolutely, there still is, but, like, a lot of the heavily prevalent fighting, I
Yeah,
felt like happened
there's a
with
lot of bow and
bow and arrow,
arrows.
especially in this
Yeah,
episode.
it's very
Mhm.
interesting. And maybe that's on us not reading right,
Yeah. No, for sure.
but I don't know. I'm just like, why does everyone have a bow and arrow? Yeah. Also, Luke is arriving with his crew in vans and trucks and
They
cars.
look like Amazon vans.
They
No,
do look like
Julie,
Amazon vans.
the way I thought the same thing.
They just hijacked the like monthly delivery of toilet paper to the
Truly,
camp. And
truly. And they would side with Bezos. They'd be like, "Yeah,
they
we back the billionaires." But also the way after whatever episode they get on Luke's ship, I texted Mal and was like, "So when were people gonna tell me that they literally had like a huge cruise ship?" Because when I read the books in my head, it was like a yacht type
Hmm.
thing and not like a literal
Which is
cruise
also what it is
ship.
in the movie.
would.
And so when they like got on, I was like, "Hang on a minute, what on earth are you doing on there?" Yeah. So that was a swing and a miss by my own personal like imagination.
All right, so Luke is here in his Amazon vans. They're going to cross the border, and it's not going to be a problem for the demigods to get in, and then they can let the monsters in from there, which apparently their, quote, team inside has already been doing.
Zun
Yikes.
zun zun.
And then Allison says they need to get rid of the tree, and Luke is very adamant that, yes, we'll burn down camp, but the tree needs to stay standing, because we need to save the tree to bring Thalia back. And is this a Luke plan or is this a Kronos plan? Because Chiron later seems to think that bringing Thalia back is a Kronos plan. But in what Kronos said to Luke at the end of last episode, he just told him to burn camp to the ground and kill the son of Poseidon. Like, Luke is the first one who I've heard say anything about keeping the tree to bring back Thalia.
Yeah.
So it's like, is he going against Kronos' orders here, or is this coming from Kronos?
Mm.
Or is it just like a Kronos knows this is what Luke is going to do, and so he's kind of rolling with it? Which, like, that doesn't feel very much like Kronos to me.
No, Kronos is like a power hungry diva who like wouldn't think things through that well, I think. To that extent. Like he's not gonna pull an Annabeth. Like he's gonna think things through until he's like, yeah, I'm good and smart. Like he has the audacity of like mediocre white men where he's like, I've
Yeah,
thought
that's
this
true.
through well enough
Mhm.
that like this will suffice. Oh, Mal, that's such a good question. I think maybe like Luke really wants to bring Thalia back. I think it's a Luke thing. Final answer. I think it's a Luke thing. I don't think Kronos is thinking this is going to happen. Because I think Kronos is like, get rid of all the big three kids.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares if like the child in the prophecy is Percy or
Uh
Thalia.
huh.
Like I'm
Right.
sure he believes that he could turn either one of them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, I mean, I do think at this point he doesn't believe he can turn Percy anymore, and that's why he wants to kill Percy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he also might not be putting that much stock in the Great Prophecy anyway. He might be thinking that he can come back
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, he also might know more than we think, and he might know about Bianca and Nico.
True. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, am I giving him too much credit? Is he actually playing 4D chess? Or is he just playing checkers and I'm giving him too much credit?
No, literally all three of us like astro brains right now, and he's just like, kill the kid. Okay.
Cronus is like, the son of Poseidon is pissing me off. We have to kill him. He's not thinking anything through.
Okay, I take everything I said back. That's my new theory. He's like, nah, no, dude, this kid's gotta go. He's too much of a diva. Respect it, but can't have two.
Well, because thinking like, if his equivalent is Zeus, Zeus is not thinking through the consequences. Zeus is just like, this person pissed me off. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
So if that's what Kronos is thinking, like, perhaps.
Yeah, like father, like son.
Like, is Luke the brains behind the operation? He might be. So then our next kind of scene starts with Clarice running through the woods, and she runs into Chris and a bunch of other campers. Chris says they don't have time to help her get the fleece to the tree because the barrier is about to fall. This whole scene, I'm just watching this, and the book reader in me is like, girl, do
Yeah.
not trust him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. This entire scene, I was like, I really hope this means we get lesbian Clarice after this scene. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting all season for this
Yeah.
man to betray her, and
here we are.
Oh boy. And we spent some time like kind of going between what Clarice is doing in the woods and then what like everybody else is doing in the woods, aka like Percy and gang. And so Percy's concern is, how does Luke know that the fleece could bring Thalia back? And Annabeth is like, I told him, because the only thing he cares about more than Kronos is Thalia. And that is false. There are two things he cares about more than Kronos, and that is Thalia and Annabeth.
Duh.
Don't discount yourself, girly. And that's why Kronos wanted Allison to kill Annabeth, I think, because he knows that Luke's loyalty is to Annabeth.
No, you're so right.
Mm-hmm.
And Annabeth is also totally convinced that the dream that he had with Thalia kind of cosplaying as Kronos is fabricated by Kronos. Like, Kronos is messing with his dreams. Because she is, like, so 100% sure that Thalia is going to be on their side.
Yeah.
Percy is very doubtful that Thalia is going to be on their side, and he's like, you know, she's gonna have to choose between you and Luke. Like, you're on separate sides. Like, you can't imagine what that's like. And I'm like, Percy, yes she can. Yes she can, because she's having to choose between you and Luke all the time. It's the same.
No, 1000%. Right? Like, she is constantly torn between she cares about these 2 boys more than you will know. And, like, we see that throughout the books too, though. Like, this is biblically accurate. Annabeth is,
Yeah.
like, conflicted between and not even
Yep.
conflicted between the 2 boys. It's more so just, like,
She loves them both.
that. Like, she loves them both so
And
dearly.
she wants her people
Yes.
to be with her,
Correct.
is the thing. But she also is on one side and
Yep.
Luke's on the other, so now we're gonna split up. Annabeth and Grover are gonna go track down the fleece. Tyson and Percy are gonna go to defend the tree. But then some campers show up and call them the Exiles. I really forgot that they were low-key criminals.
No, me too, straight up. I always forget that happened because camp's home. So what do you mean? Oh,
Right.
we're exiled. Shut up.
Yeah, they're gonna take you back. Please, it's camp.
Literally, get out.
And so Annabeth refers to the demigod who's talking as Ellis. And there is an Ellis in the book. His name is Ellis Wakefield. He is a son
No
of
shit.
Ares, introduced in the Trials of Apollo.
Oh, there it is. Rick said, I have a universe. Don't worry.
And I'm like so torn about assuming that characters are book characters
Yeah.
because like with what happened with when they introduced Chris in season 1 and everyone's like, "Oh, it's Chris Rodriguez." And then surprise, it's not Chris Rodriguez.
No, truly. They're like, no, that's Chris Watson. And you're like, are we? What are we doing?
Like, okay, sure. I mean, it does make sense that he would be a son of Ares, considering how offended he is that they tried to steal Clarice's quest. Like,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so could be a different Ellis, or could be Ellis from Trials of Apollo. Either way, Ellis is here.
Either way, hey, Alice.
And so Percy surrenders and is like, take us to Tantalus. But surprise, Tantalus is gone. So he's like, who's in charge of camp defense? Cut to Mr. D on the guitar singing, I am my own great, 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 great grandpa.
No, which I was gonna punch someone in the face if he said "great" one more time. And I knew I'm not, by the way, fully aware that's like the whole point, but I was like, "No, someone's getting a black eye. You have to stop."
Get it.
I get it, okay? There's a lot of greats. I was being such a hater. But in that scene, there was this little honey who was like tapping her foot along to him like playing, and she was just like giving us everything. So whoever that little diva is, you did great work, queen, and you got us immersed into the scene. It was very sweet. It was like it was on the left side of the screen. I distinctly remember it. She was like tapping her foot, tapping her hand.
Yes.
I said, "Yeah, you're in the song."
I know exactly the child you're talking
No, I
about.
was like,
I wonder if she is a child of Mr. D, perhaps, and is trying to suck up to her dad.
yeah, I was like trying to placate him. I loved it. I was like, "You go, diva. You know what you're doing. Play that man like a violin. He's a god.
Canonically,
Whatever."
though, I am my own great, 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 great grandpa is a song that they sing at the campfire in
It's
the
true.
start
Oh
of the
my
Sea of Monsters
god.
book. So
No, it's very
I thought that was
true.
fun.
And I'm so glad I've never had to hear it live until now. And I never ever need to hear it again. Or at least give us more melodic variation. Anyways, I'm a hater.
No, it very much seems like a song that you would sing at a campfire, but the fact that like no one is singing along with him makes it like awkward.
Yes! Very that. No, also, like, what is the context for him, like, singing to these kids right now? Like, was he like, I'm bored, I want to sing for
I have
people?
no idea.
Like, my headcanon then is gonna be that, like, Mr. D was like, I'm bored, let me sing to these kids. We're singing! And then they all get in there and he's like, well, I'm singing. Everyone listen. I got a new guitar.
It's like in the Barbie movie, you know, when you give Ken a
No,
guitar
literally, he's
and then
like,
he's gonna sing to you.
the big house is now my Mojo Dojo Casa house, and we're singing, and it's gonna be
Chiron's gone. This is
the
the Mojo
worst,
Dojo Casa House.
the worst campfire song you've ever heard. And it might be biblically accurate, but it sucks. Let's go. Great, 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 great. Shut up. Anyways, I'm really a hater.
I love that Mr. D just like does not want to be in charge. He's like, "Oh, they're here. Take them to Tantalus." And then when he's kind of told that Tantalus is dead, he's like, ugh, now I have to do stuff. And then he's like, well, I'm not going to defend camp. You kids need to work out your differences on your own. Cool.
No, it's kind of iconic.
Helpful.
It's really I think that's what and you know what? I really stand by this. I think that's what being a CEO is, you know? It's like, um, yeah, I don't wanna deal with it. I have to, like, hang out with my friends. You all can figure it out. And I mean that with as much disrespect as I have in my heart. I think that's all it takes.
That's so
You
true.
just surround yourself with people who are smarter and more capable than you, but you get the credit.
Yeah.
Sensational.
That is what the gods are,
Yeah.
actually. They just make the kids do all the work for them, much like a CEO. But at least this gives us Percy's kind of first big leader moment. So he tells everyone, Kronos is back. He spoke to me. And he says, it's just us. There's no bigger hero or divine intervention to come to our rescue. We have to take care of our own. Pan over to Annabeth, hearing Percy talk about taking care of our own, which has
Mm,
like been Thalia's thing this whole time. Oh, it's good.
mhm. No, I love a parallel. Also, getting to see Percy give this type of speech, there will be no survivors for season 5.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
going to be no survivors, dude. Like, the intensity that Percy was already talking at it's
Mhm.
just oh, it's gonna be so good. These kids are so
No,
talented.
I was like, would I follow this child into battle? I think maybe I would.
Literally, I was like, "Okay, little bestie, yeah, sure."
I also love that he borrows from his mom as well for the speech. He says that's what real heroes do. We stand up for each other. We stand up for our home.
And then cutting to
Ugh.
Tyson, I feel regular and
Ugh.
normal.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then we get, Team Kronos storming in. Cut back to Clarice and Chris. Chris is still just pretending not to be on Luke's side. He's like, some of us are worried that there are enemies in camp. Traitors. Like, why even bring up the idea of traitors
Yeah.
when you are one?
No, bold move.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't like the way Katie took a shot at Clarice. And in calling her Katie, I'm like, oh my god, Katie Gardner? Daughter of
No,
Demeter?
I was like, "Is that Katie Gardner?" Yeah, no, straight
And
up.
but then Chris just straight up stabs her. And so she's wearing armor and it looks like he gets her in the side. And so I'm like, is she dead?
No, I was like, if Chris Rodriguez just killed Katie Gardner, I'm about to be pissed. What do you
And I mean,
mean?
I guess this is another case of we can't assume that just because someone is the same name as a book character, it is that book character because you can't just kill off Katie Gardner. Like, what's Travis Stoll gonna do? I mean, I know we don't actually have Travis Stoll, but I was like deep in the trenches of shipping Trady back in the day, so
Cute, love,
so this
obsessed.
scene is actually this is how Trady loses, but this is how Ruegard wins because Chris in this
Yeah.
scene is the worst.
Hey, wait. Oh, Ruegard. I've never heard that ship
What is
name.
it?
Oh
That's
yeah,
so
Clarice
precious.
LaRue, Selena Beauregard, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, and that's a ship I'll literally die for,
No, because
anyways.
if they try to give this man a redemption arc in which he ends up as
No,
Clarice's boyfriend, like he can come back to our side,
no,
that's fine, but he better not get anywhere near
no.
Clarice. No.
Especially because Clarice is a
Right.
lesbian.
I no,
Correct.
my literally like watching this betrayal scene, I was like, "Oh, okay, so this is how she ends up with Selena because I
No,
will not stand for
no.
Mhm.
this man being her boyfriend."
Like, Rick really needs to put his foot down and be like, "No, I wrote a lesbian canonically and then just didn't finish the job." And
Yeah.
it's like, "Rick, I need you to finish the job on
No,
the show."
Clarice, I firmly believe that Clarice goes off to college, realizes some things about herself, and dumps that man. I would like for the show to do it a little bit
1000%.
earlier because
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, because so this man is like, Luke always had my back. Just give me the fleece and I'll tell him you died well. Like, why would she care about Luke knowing that she died well? Number one.
Literally.
He also then like slashes her in the back of the leg, which is interesting because there's like no blood.
Yeah.
Like I understand it's a kids show, you can't really show the violence because it like would be too much, but it's also like I feel like it takes away some of the intensity when we like never see any real
Agreed.
consequences.
Mhm.
1000% agree. No, because like Percy getting stabbed and then using the fleece, it's like his shirt was bloodied. And so it's like we could have had like bloody pants.
Yeah, like we could have given her a little bit of blood
Mhm.
as a treat.
Dior was giving us everything. Like Dior was like, no, 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 Clarice is hurt. I'm going down. Like I wholeheartedly believe she was hurt, but it was like the severity of it was like I needed to see blood. Because it was like, am I supposed to believe that her hamstring just snapped? Like
Right.
how
Yeah,
deep of a like
what's going on with her
wound is
leg?
it?
I mean, when she jumps in the back of the chariot, it doesn't even really look like her pants are torn. So, I don't really know what.
That was the other thing. Was I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, Mal, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
needed blood." Like I just wanted it to agree. There needed to be
Mhm.
consequences.
Yeah, but it's also like what I mean, I don't know enough about how TV shows are like rated to know what's the line. Like
Oh,
what can we
yeah.
do to still make this like a kids show, you know?
Yeah, cuz and maybe it's like a per season type thing, so they needed like Percy to be stabbed with blood over like that. Or maybe it's like the size of the wound, cuz I'm just thinking like Percy's stab wound couldn't have been more than like 4 inches, whereas like Clarice's wound would have been easily like a foot. And so maybe it's like that type of
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe. I
I'm
don't
literally
know.
making things up.
I I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I really don't know, but I feel like there's not enough injury happening. Not that I want to like see the children get injured because it is very upsetting to look at.
Mhm.
No,
Um
yeah,
but also it does take away some of the impact when you're like, okay, are they actually injured? It also like a lot is left up in the air. Like we don't know, did Chris kill Katie?
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Because they didn't show it. Like they didn't show us like an intense enough wound to be like, yes, he killed this person. But then also, is that just because
yeah.
of the ratings? Like they can't show a kid getting killed. I don't know.
I would like to believe that Katie Gardner is alive and well, and we're gonna get Trady for you, Mal. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Great. That is a hilarious ship, though, by the way, because they interact in canon literally once, and they're fighting. So
And here's the thing about being a fangirl for the last, I don't know, 15 years, is that that's all it takes for someone to latch on and be like, and we're shipping them. Yep, we're shipping them. They're fighting. They're in love. It's a disease, and I am so happy to be here.
We love a good enemies to lovers.
No, we really do.
oh, we were talking about Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris. Chris.
Yeah. So Chris attempted homicide against Katie Gardner.
Attempted homicide. And then also throwing in Clarice's face that she has no friends. Like him being like, you know what your mistake was? Thinking we were friends. Maybe you forgot you don't have those. Bitch!
No, truly mean
Mhm.
girl behavior.
No, and
Like,
that's worse than the way Percy threw it in her face because Percy was like, you don't have friends because you push everyone away. Like it was a
Percy's was like a
Mhm.
read. Like, it was
yeah.
genuinely like, hey, so, and like, obviously he was manipulating
And like
her,
yeah, it was
but,
out of line, but
but it was for the greater good, right? To get us all out of this situation safely because you're gonna cause danger to Annabeth potentially.
and like we're trying to be your friends in this situation
Yes.
and you
Yes.
are butting heads with us when you don't have to be. And Chris is
Yes.
entirely different. This is just him being mean.
No, it's pure. Yeah, absolutely. It's just cruel. Do you think that he knew Clarice liked him?
I mean, the flirting was pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I also think he was like, he knew he had
Mhm.
power over her and was like, let me twist the knife.
Because I wonder if she explained the prophecy to him about the like fail without friends thing and he knew that and that's why he didn't go on the quest because that's
Oh,
still not clear to us like why exactly Clarice ended up on this ship by herself when she picked
true.
two companions. Like we know why she didn't take Annabeth, but why didn't she
Mhm.
take Chris? So I wonder if he did know the prophecy. But it did give me great joy to watch her clock that Annabeth and Grover were coming and be able to go like, "Oh, really? I have no friends?
Yeah, no, the instant gratification, I was like, "No, yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
Yeah."
she does have friends.
And, like, Clarice is really hateable in the books because of just, like, how she's written, but, like, show Clarice has, like, a much bigger place in my heart
Yeah.
than I think book Clarice did.
Well, yeah, and even Julie's not a Clarice hater
No,
anymore.
Yeah.
show. I still hate Clarice in the book. She has like very little redemption value to me in the
Yeah.
book.
No, that's fair. I love her anyway in the book,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Yeah.
it's fine. Alright, so then back to our tree, where Luke and his friends have now taken down all of the archers. It doesn't look like any of them are dead, it looks like they are just subdued,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
god. And then Luke has, like, a real angsty moment with the tree that he poisoned. Like, "You
No,
did this!
by the
You don't get to
way,
be all angsty
hey,
about it.
King.
You poisoned the tree!"
Oh, look at this. The consequences of my own actions.
And then he starts showing the army how to let monsters into camp. And we gotta talk about his pronunciation of his last name, because Luke Castellan? No?
No, 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 no. See, no, no. And listen, I know what you're thinking. They have the literal creator of the books on set. Wrong. It's still wrong. It's either Castellan.
It's
I
Castellan.
think it's Castellan.
It's been Castellan to me for 17 years, and I will not be changing it. I know I made the switch from Talia to Thalia.
Yeah,
I will not be switching away from Castellan. So,
Castellan. What do they say in the show again?
Castellan.
Oh, actually, I really came in hot swinging. I think that's how I've said it in my head. Yeah, I had to like think about it for a second because
Oh my
Mal,
god.
you say Castellan,
Castellan.
and so I was like, oh no, 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 Avi, it's Castellan. I'm just susceptible to peer pressure, is what I'm finding out.
But where do you even get Castellan?
Well, the way it's spelled, I don't. I'm sorry.
Damn.
The same way you got Castellan, I got Castellan.
What?
No, no, no. We're gonna chalk this one up to like the English language being completely illogical and like
Yeah.
making no sense because the multiple different ways you can spell like bear and through, girl, please. Castellan, Castellan, whatever.
Yeah, respectfully, I will not be doing that because I respect people's chosen names except for Luke
Yep,
Castellan.
yep, yep.
So, yeah, no, I cannot change how I refer to him. It's been 17
Castellan,
years.
Castellan. Now I'm really gonna be thinking about that a lot.
Yeah, trying to figure out what your pronunciation is.
Yeah, I think it was cast. Girl, I'm in knots. Nope, no more.
Okay, also, it feels like in this battle there are a lot more campers than there are Kronos
Mhm.
minions. Like,
Yeah,
I really thought that they were going to be more outnumbered. Like Luke was going to bring more people, or
Or at least even.
usually it's much more of an uphill battle.
yeah, like why would you try to invade camp when you're outnumbered?
Yeah,
But then also I guess you're invading a camp full of children when you've got a bunch of graduated campers who are literally adults.
yeah, that's true.
Cuz that's what this is. This is a bunch of adults
Yeah.
fighting kids, which is like not great.
No, really creepy, really, really weird.
So I'm kind of a fan of in this battle the way that Percy and Luke are just kind of like knocking people out of the way to try to get to each other. I think that's kind of
No,
hilarious.
it's very diva coded. They're like, it's my battle. Ah, sure, diva, whatever. It's very iconic though. I'm making fun of them. It's like very
Yeah.
heroic. It's a great battle sequence. Like it looks incredible.
Yeah. And Luke yells out, "Percy, no fleece to heal you this time." And then pretty quickly into their fight, Percy like disarms Luke, which is great.
Yeah. No, I literally gasped.
But then Luke, we have to watch him punch Percy in the face over and over and over.
But he kind of takes it like a bitch. Like, I'm like, come on, Percy, fight back.
Yeah, he really doesn't fight back.
No, but here's the thing. That was one of those moments where I was like immediately brought back to like, oh my god, that's a child. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, the I like got tears in my eyes. I don't do
No,
well with violence, and like that was I was like, this is a child.
no, and when you think about the fact that Percy is like 13 and Luke is 20,
Yeah.
that's a grown man
Yeah.
fighting a teenager. That's
Yeah.
that's what that is.
And like barely a teenager, a fresh
Yeah.
teenager.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I no. I was my maternal instincts were like on fire
Yeah.
and I was like, literally had tears in my eyes. I was like, someone come get their child.
Because Walker Scobell was what, like 15 when they filmed this?
How old was he in the first season?
He was like 12, 13 in the first
Like,
season.
imagine that Percy getting beaten up.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
know.
I can't think about like the super canonically accurate children.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No.
Like, what the
No,
hell?
I'd be a puddle. No.
Uh-huh. No, it would like feel really unfair
No, like
if he was actually age
so
accurate.
little.
Just wrong.
Yeah.
Just wrong. Yeah.
Because like it already is a hard watch because I'm like, oh, he's a child getting punched, but like if he was a like baby getting punched,
Yeah. No,
God.
because at least like
Yeah.
15, it's like, okay, you're like a teenager. Like you're in high school, you're a
Yeah.
teenager, you have like complex thoughts and feelings, but like you're still a child. Like a
Yeah.
13-year-old is like, oh my god, yeah, baby, baby,
Yeah, that's
baby.
a baby.
Baby.
And then, okay, for what reason do they make the trident sort of intercepting backbiter so dramatic? Because it was like so dramatic that I thought it was about to be Poseidon
No!
coming in to save him.
Yes! I
Yes.
was like, oh my god, hey girl. And then it was like Tyson, and I was like, okay, still iconic, but it was giving like dun, 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 dun.
Right, and I never want to be like, oh, it's just Tyson, but also like this is at least the third time that he's come in to like surprise save Percy.
Yeah.
Like he did it with the Lastragonians in the beginning, he did it with Polyphemus. Like this isn't new. That's his brother. He's always going to step in, but like I don't know why it was played so dramatically when like why did they want me to think that that was Poseidon and
Yeah.
just be let down?
Yeah. I definitely thought it was Poseidon with my entire chest.
Yeah.
And
Tyson at least, launches Luke across the hill
no,
though. That's
legendary.
incredible.
I was like, my sweet baby Tyson,
Yeah.
legendary.
And then their chariot carrying Clarice and Grover and Annabeth and the fleece arrives, and Allison shoots Annabeth with an arrow?
No, okay. Can we talk about the fact that then Annabeth just has an arrow in her the rest of the like scene? Because I
Right.
really was like, get this arrow out of my girl.
Well, there's also like no blood, again, probably because of the ratings
Yeah.
thing, but also like when you get impaled with something, you don't want to take it out because you're gonna bleed more if you take it out. So, like,
Science, bitch.
right, like, I
It
just.
just looks very ridiculous.
It does. It really tickled me.
But it is probably like medically the best thing to like leave it in there until she can get medical attention. But
1000%, but I still was just like, my
it
ADHD
does look
was like,
crazy.
she has an arrow and it needs to be removed. Even though medically, not doctor recommended, leave it in. Are we at the point where Clarice just like spears the tree with the fleece?
Can I just say, they're taking the longest, like, they're taking so long to get the fleece to
Yes.
the tree. At this point, it was
Yes.
driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, just
Yeah.
do it already.
No.
Julie, I'm with
I
you.
know.
Because it's hard to, like, the timeline of it all, like, what was happening at the same time versus, like, you know what I mean? Like, between the A plot and the B plot, like, what the
Yeah.
timing
No,
of it
this has
was.
taken a while.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
And it's also just, I don't know, the fact that Annabeth is like, I'm okay, save the tree. And then Allison starts like taking an axe to the tree. Like, girl, that is a very tiny axe in a very big tree.
No,
Mhm.
truly.
And then you get Percy like randomly stabbing the fleece, and you're like, Percy, what are you doing? And then he hands it to Clarice and has essentially made like a javelin. And I just have to say, the 2028 Olympics are coming up, and
Yeah.
I think that the USA javelin team needs Clarice LaRue because this was an insane throw.
Agreed.
2026 now.
Oh, is it 2026? No, 2026 is Winter Olympics. 2028 is the next like Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Is it?
The Summer Olympics are in multiples of 4 years. So 2028 is divisible by 4, but 2026 is divisible by 2, and that's when the Winter Olympics are. And they're
Oh.
every 4 years each.
Yeah, because I know that like hockey and stuff is.
Oh,
in
is
these
javelin
Olympics.
javelin's like a track and field sport? Is it included in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's also in the Winter Olympics.
No, I'm like 99% sure it's track and
I
field.
don't know why I thought it was a winter sport.
Maybe it's a part of that one really ridiculous one where you have to like cross country ski and then shoot a gun.
Oh my god.
You know
like,
what I'm talking
the,
about? I don't know what
the
it's called.
her decathlon or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the things you have to do there is like a
Fight
javelin throw. I don't
fight
know.
a wild boar in the middle of a field. Like, what are we doing?
The Olympics are crazy, but
Truly.
I do think that like there's got to be demigods in this universe competing in the Olympics
1000%.
because
I would.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You're
yeah.
telling me
Oh,
Katie
yeah.
Ledecky isn't the daughter of Poseidon? Please.
Oh,
Yes.
Please.
100%. You're telling me Percy Jackson doesn't decide to just like get really really good at
No,
swimming?
that's what I'm saying. He's like, I gotta practice holding my breath.
I've read many a fanfic in which they are Olympian athletes.
I love that for you.
I gotta say, the like animation of the tree sort of healing, I thought was great. I really liked it.
Yes. Magic
And
art.
I loved the way one of the branches like became her spear.
Yes.
Amazing.
No, that was one of those where I was like, Disney magic is back, dude. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
AI can't do that. And if they used AI, but I don't think they did.
Yeah,
God, I hope not.
I hope not. It's also kind of fun that we get a little bit of her last words, which are "Hear my words,"
Yeah.
and then she finally appears all the way out of the tree and says "Never" or "Never" because she's British.
Yeah, she's an icon.
And then lightning kind of explodes out and hits at least Percy, but it feels like it really should have hit other people
Yeah.
because it's like everywhere. But then she and Percy are the only ones that are in the infirmary later, so I'm like, it's just so much lightning. I can't believe no one else got hit.
My thing is like, do you think that was Zeus being like, here, Thalia gets all this energy, and then I'm gonna flick my nephew just because I can?
I wouldn't put it past him.
My theory
see
was
it.
like, Thalia is really channeling this. Oh, I can hit him? Sure. Flicks his finger. Like, quite literally, that's how I think
Mhm.
that went down on Olympus.
On brand.
Honestly,
On
I
brand.
believe it.
Like,
I
Zeus
believe it.
hates Percy. And I get it. I'm a hater too. It's fine. But, like, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So then we also get, Percy and Thalia dropping to the ground in very similar fashion where they kind of like go to the side and then,
Yeah.
because, parallels.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we are on the beach, unelectrocuted.
Yep.
And Poseidon is also here.
No, by the way, what?
Well, I mean, they've been teasing this clip of him with Poseidon for such a long time that, like, the second that it happened, I was like, oh, it's a dream. Okay, that makes sense.
No, because I fully was like, we're meeting him again? Yeah, this makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the book, he doesn't come to Percy at all. He sends him a letter, and it just says, brace yourself.
No, he's like, I'm not about to be a parent yet. Girl, please brace yourself. Girl.
And he in this dream, he does tell Percy that this is not death, this is not life, it is a secret third thing, it is a dream. So at least Percy's not dead. And Toby Stevens has got this pea coat collar popped.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he is playing this whole scene like he is an actor in a very serious Shakespeare adaptation or something, and I'm kind of obsessed with it.
No, I love it. That is exactly how I want all the gods to be. And
Yes.
especially like Zeus and Poseidon need to have that aura of like, I am everything.
Yes.
I
I am a
want them,
god.
yeah, like they need to radiate that and they do. Whereas like Dionysus, you can be a booger and be
Yeah.
Dionysus and it's like, yeah, for sure. And same with like Athena. Like I literally Athena rolling up, I was like like oh my god. You need that. The gods need to have the aura that like they're a
Yeah.
god and Toby Stevens said, "Hold my beer. Thank you."
Toby Stevens is like, this is an Oscar winning performance, quite honestly. And so he confirms that the great stirring is underway, war is inevitable, and he needs his son by his side. But the son he needs is not Percy, it's Tyson. Ouch.
Been there. No, I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding.
Yeah, I was about to be like, when?
I'm
What?
completely kidding. No, I really did laugh out loud at that one. Tyson rolling up in the dream sequence. I was like, this is perfect.
He does make me cry almost immediately, though.
No, he's so precious
He's
and
so
wonderful.
precious. And I got jump scared by another pronunciation in this dream because why does he say Hephaestus like that? He's like, Hephaestus? Who?
They said that?
Yes, Poseidon. It was
Oh my
like, my
god.
brother Hephaestus. I was like, your brother who?
here's the thing. I still my like middle school pronunciation was something completely wrong. I think it's documented on this podcast actually, so
It might be. I know mine is.
yeah. It was like no, it wasn't even Hephaestus. It was like something terrible. So
Well, mine was
anyways,
fully hepatitis, so
yeah.
because that was an H word that I knew. So this one I'm a little less like protective of is like Castellan, but
Yeah.
I was still like, what?
Yeah.
But so at least we have the confirmation that Tyson is going to be headed to the Cyclops Forges because I was wondering if we were still going to do that.
Mhm.
And so I guess that means that Tyson will be at least mostly gone for season 3, which is a bummer.
No, not even a little bit. It's a huge bummer.
And Tyson says that this is the least he can do to thank Poseidon for giving him Percy because he prayed for a friend and got sent a brother.
No, and by the way,
Literally
yeah,
crying.
I cried. I straight up cried.
And but the thing that gets me, okay, right? Tyson just leaves. Like he and Percy don't even say goodbye to each other. And it's so like I was ready for us to have a like long emotional moment now that we finally have time and we're not being chased by monsters. But no, apparently we can only have an extended goodbye scene when the monsters are chasing us.
Yeah.
And now that you've pointed it out, I'm really with you.
Yeah, cuz
Yeah.
like I'm here, I'm crying about baby Tyson praying for a friend and getting a brother, and then I want him to like actually talk to Percy and be like I'm going to miss you something, and we get none of that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there was no like emotional release there. Like it was just very
Mhm.
like multiple near death experiences that they save each other from. And maybe their love languages are just acts of service instead of words of affirmation.
Yeah, I'm just like, guys, this was the time for us to have a moment, and then we just don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then also Percy offers to go to the Forges, but Poseidon says his destiny is elsewhere, aka the Great Prophecy. He also tells him that he was going to tell him himself when he got closer to his 16th year, which is like not what Book Poseidon does, because Book Poseidon tells Percy, oh, tell Chiron you're ready to hear the prophecy. Like, he doesn't have any part of that at all. So it's interesting that Show Poseidon apparently wanted to tell him.
No, and can I be honest? Like Poseidon is giving, yeah, my kid's in the Great Prophecy. What about it? Like it's so like in the most like messed up way, this like proud dad who's like being a little bit smug cuz like yeah, that's my kid in the prophecy. Girl, whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah. But then Percy asks, is that why I exist? Like, to be part of this prophecy? And
That hurt.
I know.
By the way,
But Poseidon says there are forces more powerful than the will of the gods, like fate or love, or just Sally Jackson in general.
no,
Like,
literally the implication that he loves Sally is
uh huh,
all
uh
I
huh.
ever needed. Like, and I think like it within the context of the show, it's kind of hard to understand how big of a deal it is, but like having read the books, like that's
Yeah.
next level. Sally Jackson, the woman that you are.
Oh, yeah. More powerful than the will of the gods.
No, literally, she said, "Watch
The,
me."
the wisest person Tyson knows.
Oh, it's the will of the gods. The gods haven't met my will. That's Sally Jackson.
Exactly. And so Percy thinks about how Thalia kind of woke up saying never. And he was like, what was she talking about? And Poseidon simply says, brace yourself. And then he wakes up.
Yeah.
And so apparently he and Thalia have been passed out for 3 days.
No, wild.
And we get what I think is our first Nectar mention. I don't think Nectar's been mentioned at all before this.
Was it in No, because we got vitamins.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about Ambrosia or Nectar
Yeah.
at all yet. But
Mhm.
and also like Percy looks really bad still. I'm like, why did they not just put him in the water? Like it feels like we've forgotten about that power.
Just let him soak, okay? My god.
Cause you've got like the ocean right there, guys. Like put
Yeah,
him in it.
truly.
And we also don't get any explanation for like why or how Chiron was reinstated.
Yeah.
Also, this was kind of a bad move by Zeus because Chiron's like first move is to completely expose what Zeus was getting up to 7 years ago. So like
No, which is like incredible. Me too. I love gossip. Guess what happened?
And then a little bit of fan service for us. Annabeth and Grover tell Percy that he drools in his sleep, and then they all have a little giggle about that, which is cute.
I desperately needed that scene. Just like
Yeah.
the golden trio forever is just like so special and magical. And so
No, I
like
love them.
Mhm.
to have that little moment, I was like, "Aw, the kids are all right."
Yeah. I cannot believe that I have not thought of calling Luke and his army the cronies the way that Grover does here.
Wait, no notes. Let's go.
It's such a great little nickname because I feel like I've called them so many different things in this season, and never once did I arrive on cronies, but I love it and I hope it catches on.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Also, Clarice has a new job. She's going to be training their forces for the upcoming fight. She says that she could use Percy and Annabeth, which is a huge change from calling them non combatants in episode 1.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want Grover, though. Like, she specifically tells Grover, not you.
And like not to be mean, I get it.
No, I do too.
If I'm like assembling my team, Grover, you go, girl.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm a hater. I'm a hater, but also because we haven't really gotten to see him on his like reed pipes that much. So like
true.
Mhm.
I don't think she knows like his full capability. But he's also just a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. I love him, but he's kind of useless.
No, and like I get that he's like a protector for sure, my sweet
Mhm.
baby angel, but like he's just so like soft. Like
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
complimentary soft. Like
Yeah.
you need soft people and creatures in the world and like he is one of those people. And so it's like or satyrs, whatever.
Right, but
Mhm.
his role is not helping to train their forces. That's not Grover's job.
Correct.
I am curious about him saying he has his own assignment because my first thought was, oh, yeah, he's going to go
And
look for Pan. But
Yeah.
then I remembered that they stop searching for Pan. They send out all the satyrs to look for half bloods. And that's why Grover is at a school and finds Nico and Bianca.
Oh my god.
Mm.
So I think his assignment is that, probably.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe we're going to change the introduction to Nico and Bianca. I don't know.
At this point, I wouldn't put it past them to change it. Not to be
Okay.
mean, I'm just saying they're not afraid to change things.
That is true. They are not afraid
And
to change
so
things.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was changed. I hope it's not. I love the source material. But yeah, no. Mal, I totally forgot about that. I was like, yes, he is going back to Pan. You go, baby.
But maybe he's not. But then I'm like, if Grover goes to search for Pan, I don't know how he would be on the quest with them in season 3, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think it makes sense for him not to be searching for Pan. But I don't know. Who knows? Percy tells her congrats on the new job, you know, and it gets a little too touchy feely. And so he asks her to give him a shut up, Jackson. I love them. Friends who still pretend to have beef for the bet. Incredible.
Yeah. They're always going to be antagonistic to each other, but I think now it's like instead of from a place of animosity, it's from a place of like mutual respect at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know that they're friends yet. Oh, do you think they're like friends or do you think they're like acquaintances now?
I think they're like friends. I mean, I don't think you go through this whole quest together and not be friends.
That's true. You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, and not to get middle school with it, but I think they're friends, they're just not best friends.
Right.
You know?
And they're gonna antagonize each other a little bit, but I also think that it's kind of a I can antagonize her, but you better not mess with her kind of thing.
Very sibling coded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I think we have to dive into the biggest kind of shocking thing, which is finally finding out what happened with Thalia.
No, and I really have opinions.
Yes, and this is our first appearance of Chiron in person in the present day. And so he says he's been trying to heed the will of the gods and also be an example for the demigods, but he can no longer do both. And so he drops a huge bomb here. Turns out the Furies did not attack Thalia. They said too much, and Zeus destroyed them. And then he shows up. And he looks a little like 1920s gangster
Yeah.
in this hat.
Yeah.
And so the Furies apparently told Thalia that Zeus wants her to be a weapon. And he says, it's all lies. But then also, like, the great prophecy is real. Like, he's the worst. He sucks so bad.
Yeah. No, if Zeus has no haters, I'm dead. Like,
No, for real.
truly, yeah.
And the way that he's essentially like, I cannot allow you to go to camp because the other campers are going to idolize you too much and would, quote, fight each other to bask in your glory. Like, that's crazy. That you have a very high opinion of how important your kids are because no one is basking in anyone's glory at
No.
camp. Like, we're all just demigods.
But I'm gonna like Poseidon did the exact same thing to Percy in his dream. It's just delivered in a different way of like, you are the top person here. Like it's literally like this like these like sports moms who are like, my kid is the best on the team and everyone wants to be them. That is Zeus and Poseidon to Thalia and Percy. They're like, listen here, you're number one, okay? And everyone is gonna be coming for you. Can we all get a grip? Oh
Well,
my lord.
I think Poseidon is a little different because
Is he
he's
really
kind of
though?
he's kind of telling Percy not to, he's like, don't underestimate yourself. Like, yes, you have this important job, but also like that's not everything that you are. Like, it's the like implying that Thalia is going to go to camp and is going to be more important than everyone else that like really bothers me about Zeus. Like, Poseidon never acts like Percy is like better than other demigods, really. He's like, yeah, you're
Oh, I think he
important.
absolutely does. He absolutely does. I think Zeus is loud about it, but Poseidon is just like smug about it. Like he's quiet, but he secretly thinks it.
Yeah, but secretly thinking it is different than being like, they're gonna fight each other to bask in your glory? That's an insane thing to say.
No, that's pretty out there. Again, if Zeus has no haters, Mal and I are dead.
Like, Poseidon, at least it feels like the way that your parents kind of gas you up if you have like good, nice parents, and they're like, no, you're so great. You can do anything you set your mind to. You're the most important person in the world. Like, and you're kind of like, okay, dad, thanks for saying that. But like,
Mhm.
just the way that Zeus has gone about it, you're like, you're an asshole. You suck so much.
True. I'm with it.
So Thalia wants to take Luke and Annabeth and leave. Zeus can't allow that. And so she's like, listen, I don't want to be your daughter. I will never be your weapon. Hear my words, tree.
Damn.
You're gone, baby.
And so basically, she was going to say never and got treed before she could. So,
She got treed.
Yeah,
yeah.
tough go.
And just, God, the idea that Zeus did that intentionally is wild.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
And so this is a new Zeus because, Lance Reddick unfortunately passed after season 1.
Yeah.
So this is Courtney B. Vance playing Zeus now. What did we think of new Zeus?
No, I hated him, so he's doing great.
Yeah, he's good.
You know what I mean? Like,
He,
I do love Lance Reddick though.
yeah.
yeah,
R.I.P. to a true brilliant,
yeah, an
brilliant
icon.
performer. Yeah.
Yeah, he feels a little slimier in a way,
Yeah, which I
but
kind of
he like
love.
has the same kind of dangerous, volatile
Absolutely.
energy.
No.
Like I think he did a great job,
The
and I
aura
agree. I hate him, so he's doing the right thing.
the aura was there. I
Mhm.
really disliked him, so he's crushing it. The line of like, I will not be your weapon. I got goosebumps, dude. I literally was like, that is so powerful and such a like tremendous
Hmm.
weight to carry as a 15-year-old kid. Not only to carry the weight of like knowing your dad kind of wants to use you as a weapon against the universe, and then also recognizing, like, having the intellect to be like, "No, no, no, he doesn't get to use me." Thalia,
Hmm.
yeah, no, she's like, I get why Percy's like, "I'm afraid of her." You should be.
Yeah. Well, and I also think that like I will not be your weapon is sort of the core of who Thalia is and why she makes the
1000%.
choice that she does at the end of the third book. Like,
Yeah.
I think we don't have anything to fear from this Thalia because that's like at the end of the day, she is not going to be anyone's weapon. Not her father's, not Kronos's, and that is why spoiler, at the end of the Titan's Curse, she chooses to join the Hunters because
Yeah.
that is a way that she can get away from this and not have to be somebody's weapon.
Yeah, maybe that's why it really struck me. It was, like, so Thalia, and it just was, like, such a loud declaration to me. I really loved it.
I also like I've spent a long time talking to people about these episodes, and a lot
You?
of other people with podcasts. And Phoebe from the podcast Monster Donut was like, "What if Zeus killed Thalia on purpose to, like, keep her from being too powerful?" And I was like, "That's crazy. That is like no way." Apologies to Phoebe. I was unaware of your game,
No,
because you were
Phoebe
exactly right.
listen, Phoebe Monster Donut, you were onto something, okay? Let me tell you, icon.
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, how on earth did you call that? That's crazy." Because I was like, "No way,"
I love
but
that there are, like, intellectuals who review these shows, and then I love getting to,
so
like,
true.
roll up here and be like, "Huh?" Like,
Yeah, just be unhinged, and that's
no,
that's what we're for.
truly, like a white man with a mic.
What are we if not white men with mics?
Mhm, mhm,
White women with mics,
mhm,
essentially.
if you will.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, TLDR. Zeus asked Chiron to lie about what happened. Chiron's not going to lie anymore. And Chiron also kind of realized that Kronos was wanting to use the fleece to raise his champion. And he said originally he thought that was Percy, but then realized now that it's probably Thalia. And then in she comes, and her seeing Annabeth made me feel things.
Yeah, I really teared up with that one. That one got
Mhm.
me, especially just thinking from the
Uh huh.
perspective of Annabeth. Like, obviously, I know it's like Thalia's moment, but like,
Uh huh.
holy shit, yeah, no, like, oh my god, the closest thing you've ever known to a sister, like, ooh,
Ugh.
She's back. And for her, time has stopped. So she looks at Annabeth, who she hasn't seen in 7 years. But for her, it's been like not even.
You know, it really must be shocking to her see Annabeth, like, not all grown up, but grown up.
yeah, no, like,
She was a baby.
yeah, like how jarring it is to just like see this, like, teenager that you knew when she would
Mhm.
have been in, like, 1st grade, because
Mhm.
a seven-year-old is a 1st grader or, like, a young 2nd grader who hasn't had a birthday yet, like,
Who hasn't had a birthday yet?
okay, literally, that is how I keep track of, like, how old.
Never had a birthday.
No, but I'm literally not wrong. And when you're in 2nd
No, I
grade,
know.
you turn 8, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I'm with you.
I distinctly remember that.
No, my first bullet about this scene is literally just in quotes, "You've grown," and then in all caps, killing myself.
Yeah.
Because just God.
Just it from Thalia's perspective of like, "Oh my god, like, this seven-year-old is now a teenager."
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, and because for her, no time has passed. Like, it's just kind of still the same day. But really, 7 years have passed, which is nuts.
Yeah. No, by the way, I would be so angry if I was Thalia. Like, you're telling me 7 years have passed?
Yeah.
I could be drinking at a bar, and instead, I'm here
Yeah.
in the midst of this prophecy. Oh my
Okay, so I
god.
was I was 15 before. I could be
22.
math. Okay, and now I'm still 15.
Pissed.
Great. Hate that.
Pissed.
And of course, the first thing she wants to know is where Luke is.
Yeah.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
Yikes. And honestly, I think the ending of this is kind of a banger. That you guys get nightmares, right? Not like mine, because mine just woke up.
Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts about the, like, and Mal, like, like, and Julie, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, in the book, the way that Thalia scene went is a Cyclops was about to kill them, and then
No, it was the Furies.
it was the
The
Furies.
Furies, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Furies, but they were, like, legit trying to kill them.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Thalia was turned into a tree to protect her.
But also, could this have been true in the book? Maybe. The version of the story that Percy knows is the version of the story that was told to everyone in the show universe as
Yeah.
well.
Okay,
So
yeah.
now I'm like, maybe this is actually what
Okay.
happened. So it could have been. But my thinking is, I'm like, the worse that they make the gods, the harder it is to be okay with an ending in which the gods stay in power.
Mhm.
That's my thing, because I know they're not going to be brave enough to overthrow the gods at the end.
No, 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 no.
Also, I don't even know if that's possible. But will an ending feel satisfying when we see all this horrible stuff that the gods have done to these kids? Like, is it going to feel satisfying to keep these same abusive systems of power, like, in
Yeah.
place?
I think, like, a lot of that will come from Percy's demands. This is, like, huge spoiler for, like,
Yeah.
well, you've literally read the books, who cares?
We hope.
Like, I think Percy's demands at the end of The Last Olympian, like, at the end of season 5, better be longer than they were in the book. If they want the gods to have, like, any chance of redemption,
Yeah.
he better have a laundry list of things these beings have to do to, like
You better not turn anyone else into trees.
no,
You better
like,
claim all your
all of
kids.
you
You
have to
better.
go to therapy, okay? Step 1, process that your
Yeah.
dad ate you. Next. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, there's just, like, millennia
Yeah.
of, like, issues.
Trauma?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's
Yeah, you
like,
gotta.
you
Mhm.
can't keep perpetuating the cycles of abuse, people. And so I think that, like, that's what, like, Book Percy tries to do, essentially, but, like, I'm with you, Mal, that, like, in the show, they really need to, like, have a
Yeah, they're gonna
redemption
need to hit
arc
it hard.
otherwise,
Yeah.
but then another part of me is like, are they going to? Because the way Charlie whoever plays Luke, Charlie B, I
Yeah.
can't think of
Charlie
his name.
Bushnell.
That's it,
Bushnell.
Charlie Bushnell. The way he talks about Luke in interviews and like because he himself is a Luke apologist, which like makes sense because of
Because he is Luke.
what his literal job is. But like I wonder if they're gonna play into that, like, turmoil more because I think we're gonna get a lot more Luke than we do in the books and really try to play up, like, his side
Hmm.
as well of, like
Well, and I think we're already getting that a little bit. Like, if you really look at kind of his actions in like episode 7 and episode 6, like, I think we really are getting a lot more of Luke.
we are.
Hmm.
But I'm with you, I wonder how the redemption arc of the gods will go because
Yeah.
like, the more I think about this series as an adult, the gods do not deserve the redemption they get in the books whatsoever, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't like they did not get enough. Percy did not have enough demands, in my opinion.
Oh, we also have a post credit scene.
I didn't watch this. Wait,
Oh my god, yeah.
no.
Yes,
I
there's a post credit
literally
scene.
listen. Okay, I was like, well, there's no new episode, so that's it.
Bessie, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's literally a mid-credit scene too that is a preview of season 3. You gotta watch the credits.
Back up. What the fuck?
Yes, it's a clip of them dancing at Westover Hall. She looks gorgeous. He's there. No, he also looks precious. And season 3 confirmed for this year. Hell yeah. I actually don't have a lot to say about that one because I am still processing. But yeah, mid-credit scene. If you did not watch the credits, go watch. But there is also a post-credit scene, which that's the one I more wanted to talk about.
Okay, tell me about the post-credit scene.
Okay, so they like it's back on Cersei's island, and Cersei has made statues of Annabeth and Percy, and is now offering like an accelerated program for getting off the island. And I'm like, all right, still hate her, but all right. It is funny though that someone is always getting statued in the post-credit scene because we had Gabe
Yeah.
in the first season, and now Annabeth and Percy have been made into statues.
Wait, that's sensational. Who do you think they're
Yeah.
statuing in season 3?
I mean, I was thinking, I mean, Zoe turns into stars, so maybe she also gets a statue. I don't know.
Ooh. See, I was kind of thinking Thalia because like because of
Oh,
who Zeus
interesting.
is as a being and being like
Mm.
my daughter still deserves a statue. Like at camp, like in his
Just like
cabin.
making a statue for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bold of you to assume that there's statues of anyone else except for Zeus in the Zeus cabin.
And then what about Bianca? Maybe Bianca gets one.
Oh yeah.
I could see
Yeah.
that.
Maybe.
As like a
Nico just
tribute.
like whips that shit up.
Oh, or the statue is the little tiny Hades statue figurine.
Oh. Wait, I'm gonna
Oh
cry.
yeah.
We can't talk about
I
that.
don't know.
Too soon. It's been over a decade for me. Too soon.
I also feel like there's a lot of questions that I still have. Like, number one, where the hell is Annabeth's hat? We already talked about that one.
Amen. No. That is the top of my list is where that Yankees
Yeah,
hat
where is the
is.
Yankees
I'm
hat?
not
Where is
gonna
the
lie
Yankees
at
hat?
all. That is like I associate that hat as like part of Annabeth. So the fact that it's missing is deeply upsetting to me. Allegedly
Uh-huh.
missing. It's not
Uh-huh.
confirmed or denied,
Yeah. Where's the hat? Where's the hat?
but like
I
truly.
also I want to know what happened in between Thalia coming back and Percy waking up in the hospital. Like, where did Luke's army go? How did they get them to
Yeah.
leave?
Yeah, that whole fight just disappeared.
Like, where did they go?
Yeah.
What happened?
Obviously back to the Amazon warehouse.
Yeah,
They
back to
had
their delivery
shipments to
trucks.
get, but no, genuinely, yeah, there was like there was just like a lot of little details that were left open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's kind of been
Mm-hmm.
a recurring pattern, I think, with the show, where there's a lot of little details that we are like missing. And a lot of them are little like lore pieces, but then we also now have like little plot pieces that are
Yeah.
missing. Like, it's just like we're not wrapping up the story with a little bow in a way that I would like us to. But
Yeah. Which I think is going to be like a common occurrence, especially as they keep getting renewed for like more seasons. Like they're going to play into the fact that this is like a 5 season arc. Like, but I still want answers.
all right, so any closing final thoughts?
Just it's so many questions. What? Why? Why are we going in this direction?
That's the question. That
Yeah.
is the question.
Yeah, I would echo that. I think just like I really
Yeah.
want to trust the creators of this show, and I think I do, but I just love the source material with my whole heart.
Yeah.
And I know they
Mm-hmm.
do too, and so I'm putting my faith in them, but like in my personal opinion of only me of like I just hope we stick to the source material as much as we can within the realm of making a television show.
And it is an adaptation, so they do have
Yes,
some level of like artistic
freedom.
Right.
wiggle room that they can have, but it's also so hard when like you love it
Right.
so
Yeah,
much. You think it's such a good story that when they start changing things without seeing like the end
yes,
result, like
Right.
the end of the series, like you can't really evaluate it
yes,
without anything other than like a little bit of uneasiness.
yes. I
Yeah.
think that's you hit it right on the head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it is important to remember that we are looking at an unfinished story.
Mhm.
yeah,
And I'm curious to see where we go from here, cuz
yes.
When's the season 3 trailer drop?
yeah. All right, season
No,
3.
literally. Same
Yeah.
time next week?
No, actually. So we are going to take, I think, what is our longest hiatus up until this point, because I looked, we took like 5 weeks off total in 2025, and
What?
yeah, your girl is tired.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you need to sleep for
Yeah.
like a very long
So
time.
we are going to take like 6 weeks off and be back probably in the start of March, probably March 5th.
Woo!
With the Son of Neptune. It'll be very exciting. I'm excited to get back into the
Oh,
books, back to the
Mhm.
source
oh
material,
yes.
because I love to talk about the books. So very exciting.
Julie, I can't wait for you to read Son of
Oh
Neptune.
boy.
Son of Neptune is so good. It is so good.
I can't wait for you to read Son of Neptune, and then I really can't wait for you to read Mark of Athena. It's
Honestly, you have several bangers coming up, Julie. So like, be
Okay,
ready.
good.
lives will be changed. I'm so excited for you, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait to hop on a few of these episodes and be like, I don't remember any of this.
We'll be in the same boat because I will probably have forgotten everything I read.
Good.
Yes. So actually, we may be back on March 5th with some kind of like Lost Hero refresher.
Yeah.
Actually, first.
That
Of
might
some
be
sort.
necessary.
Because I'm like, if I could come up with like a trivia game of some sort,
Oh my
or
God,
like a
I'm
quiz
in.
for you to take, I don't know.
Can I play
Well,
too? It's for Julie, and I'm like, I want to play.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
lord.
But I will not be thinking about that until end of February. I need at least a month where I don't think about Percy Jackson. Love it so dearly, but I'm trying not to burn myself out and not love it anymore. So,
Good idea.
Good.
protect your mental health and whatever.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, exactly. If we still want to be around for season 3, I gotta relax a little.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it has been a pleasure.
What a
I'm
ride.
sure I will come up with more thoughts later that I wish that I had said. But this is where we're at right now.
It's perfect.
It's great. Bella, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Thank you for having me. Please.
Bringing your chaotic energy as always.
Me?
Such a pleasure.
No, it's fine. I'm getting an ADHD diagnosis, so everyone's shocked.
I am not shocked.
I'm shocked. Everyone's shocked. It's fine. Everything's regular. It's normal.
Great. Well, we will see you in March.
Whee!
Crazy. That doesn't feel like a real month. It's
Crazy.
January.
It'll be here in 2 seconds.
I know. I'm like,
Which is more upsetting.
Yeah. We will catch you next time. Hi, thanks for listening. As always, you can find us on whatever social media platform you prefer at DemigodDebutPod, or feel free to send us an email to demigoddebut@gmail.com. If you like this podcast, please leave us a rating or review wherever it is you are listening. We'll see you next time. Bye!